Morning.
Morning. We're searching for food. That says Thai kitchen. That's where I want to go. That's good.
We have just ordered a giant feast at this Thai restaurant. And this is the first stage. This is just a plate of pad Thai. And I haven't had any yet, but Katie says it's
good. Really
nice.
Good.
And let's see, this was what? $3, $3.50? We're not sure, one of the two. I think it depends on what meat you put in it. Somewhere between $3 and $3.50. So this is actually, like compared to like street food, this is super expensive. But compared to like Japan or the United States or whatever, this is super cheap. So, like, I mean, we're in a really ritzy restaurant. Look, there's napkins and tables and like.
Where's the king?
I don't see the king. Maybe he's not allowed up in this country.
Maybe.
Why do you like the king? What king? Who are you talking about?
The king of Thailand.
I know, but
he's a badass. He's got really epic glasses, and people think he killed his brother. And he's just awesome. He looks really cool. And when you're at the theater in Thailand, you have to, like, if you're going to a movie, before the movie starts, everybody stands up and salutes the king. So awesome. He gets up in your movies.
Alright, so if you don't know what pad Thai is, it's basically just a fried noodle dish from Thailand. It's super popular. And
it's got some tofu in it.
Yeah, maybe Katie says there's tofu in it, and this one we picked chicken. And this is, these are called water, what did you say in English?
Bean sprouts.
Bean sprouts, okay. So I guess that's what it's called in English. I don't know, for some reason I think that's not right, but maybe it is. They really just taste like kind of like a dirty-ish water. I don't know when you bite into them, but they're cool. I like them. And then some sort of onion-ish type of scallion-ish something or other that I put on here. And then also they give you this little thing. And this is sugar. And this is like a crushed red pepper. And I'm not sure. This one is like a fish sauce or something. I'm not 100% sure. We never really used this one. And then this is Katie's favorite. And it's
spicy vinegar.
Spicy vinegar, and it's got peppers and stuff in it. And she puts it on everything in Thailand, basically.
Yeah, like I know that it completely disturbs the flavor of the pad Thai, but I want that flavor so bad that I will ruin the pad Thai.
You should ask that man for a straw. Kitty also ordered this vegetables and oyster sauce. So it's just like cauliflower and those little carrot things and broccoli and bean, what are they called?
Spring beans or something?
No, not spring beans. They're the little pods, bean pods. And it's all in like a darkish oyster sauce. It doesn't taste like oysters at all. I don't know why they call it that. And then we also ordered a papaya salad. We have way too much food on the table. And this is a really famous salad in Thailand. It's usually fairly spicy. And I haven't bit into it yet, so I can't tell you much. But did you just have a piece?
I just ate a green bean.
Oh, okay. All right, so, and then there's one more plate coming. All right, so the papaya salad is like noodles, and it's not like a salad like in the sense of like that there's lettuce on the base or anything. They do put a big chunk of cabbage-ish lettuce right here. But it's got tomatoes and it's like a glass noodle almost. Yeah, looks like a glass noodle. And Katie thinks it's
too spicy.
Yeah. So salads aren't typically spicy, but this particular salad is a little warm.
It's spicy.
And then the last thing that we got is this, and this looks humongous right now. We've eaten way too much food already. And this is a like a dessert type thing, so it's got like a milk, sort of like a sweet milk over the rice and mango stuff. And as you can see, we haven't eaten any of it yet, but I have high hopes because it looks pretty banging, and all the other food here has been really good.
I'm ready for that stage.
You ready for that stuff?
Yep.
That'll cool down the spice.
I'm not alternating the spice with the sweet. It's just gonna be sweet and sweet and sweet and sweet. It's phenomenal, and I'm working on trying to expand my stomach to make it happen.
And what is it like? Explain it. What is it?
Mango and sticky rice, in kind of like a condensed milk, but like it's a lot soupier than that. It's like just a sweet milk. I would totally come back here.
What was the total?
13,750. Chat.
Meow. So that makes it how much USD?
From now on, it's going to be cats.
How much USD was it?
So that made it like $13.75, so maybe like 14 bucks for that entire meal. That's still completely ridiculous. And
So cheap.
I'm pretty big now. Hold on.
Yeah, you're looking pretty tubby.
So we're here at Sari Beauty and Health. Gonna get a massage. You getting a massage?
I'm not getting a massage.
Eric doesn't like people touching him.
I don't like, it's not okay. Oh God, stop touching me.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna get this massage going.
The what? The massage?
The massage. I don't know if they're gonna let me videotape in there. I'll try my best and see how it goes. So we'll see. I might just have to describe how it all was in the end. But here we go. Okay, so it's closed and it kind of looks like it's more of a prostitution ring than anything.
Really?
Yeah, there's just two dudes outside that look pretty rough, and they told me that it's closed.
Doesn't your guidebook like mention?
It says that it's really like, without it being seedy, but it definitely looks seedy. So maybe in the last 2 years they decided to turn it into a prostitution ring.
So you're not going?
I didn't make the cut to be a prostitute.
We're at the, let's see if you can pronounce this with me, folks. Øigarden? I don't have any idea. I'm not capable of pronouncing this properly. I sound like a fool. Pagoda. And this is one of the, this is the most famous pagoda in the country, I think.
Yeah, I think
I'm under the impression. And it's huge, and they've given us this incredible map of it. And it's just this massive like complex, and like the map is super good. So we came in, there's like 4 entrances, like northeast, south, and west, I think. So we came up this one, which inside of all of this area, we walked all the way up these stairs. And inside there is like a lot of people selling like hundreds and thousands of like different little Buddhas and different types of like religious types of artifacts and stuff. Did you see anything else? They were selling flowers and stuff
Cats.
too.
I saw cats.
Yeah, there were cats, but not for sale. They just happened to be catting. And they had flowers for sale, so that you can like give as like an offering or something.
Yesterday we saw Buddha's hair. Today we're gonna see a tooth.
I think there's some hair in here too. Like I'm under the impression that I saw that somewhere as well, like in the documentation.
What are we waiting for?
I don't know.
There's
what are we
teeth
waiting
and
for?
hair to be found here.
So there's the pagoda, and you can see there's a lot of stuff all around it. Like all these buildings. It's a fairly large area. So we're gonna walk around, and we went through the map, and we found some things we want to find, and found some things we want to look at. We're gonna see what we find. And they've also got these. This is like a telescope thing, so that you can, binoculars, I guess would be a better word, so you can look at what is on the actual pagoda. Because there's some like real like jewels and stuff like attached to the top of it. It's pretty cool. You can see the weather vane. There's like a, what did it say? It was like 1,000 pounds or something?
It's like 900 pounds.
Like a 900-pound weather vane. It's like at the very top. And you can see that pretty clearly. It's pretty neat.
That body, girl. It's like Buddha Vegas up in here. Few bells here that have been donated by kings, like in the 17 and 1800s. And this bell in particular is the biggest one, I think. And it says it weighs 42 tons, that's a pretty heavy bell. And every once in a while somebody comes up here and dongs it, but I'm not sure if we're supposed to dong it or not. Seems like you gotta have a donging permit. Let's see if this guy does it. Come on, old man, dong that bell. Ah, I'm disappointed. Like, see what we're seeing? This does not seem like a place you would find. Why is there an ATM here?
An international ATM. It's nice.
How many times has it ever been used? I would love to know. If we hadn't gotten money out earlier, we'd be using it right now. So this is Shin Izagona's Buddha image, and it's here mainly because of a story about a guy with supernatural powers who can change brass into gold, and he makes it rain jewels.
Sounds like a hip-hop song.
Yeah.
Make it rain!
Making it rain jewelry. So apparently he was blind at some point, and he took the eye of a goat and the eye of a cow and put them in his head, and he was able to see. Medical marvels. And so they made this Buddha in his image, and one eye is bigger than the other, but honestly, looking at it, neither one seems bigger than the other. That's a good story.
It's the middle of the day, and it's fairly warm here. I mean, not ridiculous because it's December, but I mean, it feels like summertime other places, right? And so where you step here, like the floor, the white isn't so bad, but if you step onto the green, the dark green areas or something, you notice. It can be quite toasty on your feet. In sequence with the ATM that was unexpected. I didn't expect to find this here either.
I never believed they could carry more than their own weight, but now I'm a believer.
So this girl was taking a picture of us, and then Katie said, "You can be in the. Oh, can I be in the picture with you?" And she was like, quite excited about it, super happy. So she took a picture with Katie with her phone, and then we took a picture of them together. I'll put that in here. And now she's taking us somewhere. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but I think we might be in a photo thing. We have no idea what's going on. What's happening? You think they speak Japanese? Oh, they're gonna get a real picture of us.
Whoa, okay.
Cool.
Okay, so this girl tried to take my picture, she wasn't trying to take it without me noticing. Like, she was taking it, but she was really obvious about it. So when I noticed that she was taking it, I was like, well, let's take a picture together. So I took her phone and I handed it to a stranger, and she was like, oh, together? And she was really excited. And then she gave her phone to the people she was actually with, and we took a picture together, and then Eric took our picture together, and she was like super happy and excited, and she walked off like waving and just being happy. And then Eric and I went to look at something else, and I just hear these footsteps behind me, and this girl grabs me by the arm, same girl, and she's just like, I don't know what she's saying to me, I have no idea, but she's like obviously saying, come with me, let's go do this, let's do something together. So she pulls me and Eric away, and we're like running away arm in arm, me and this girl, and Eric videotaped some of this, so you'll probably get to see that. She takes us over to her family, who are taking a group picture, like a family picture, like really, really big. And her family is just like, oh, hello, Mingalaba, which is hello, and just big smile. So we obviously know there's nothing that we can talk about together. So
Zero
just
English.
Hello, and that's it, and big smiles and happy and hugs. I got lots of hugs. And so we took this picture with like a professional photographer, and after it was over, the photographer, his little brochure thing that he's wearing shows that like you can get a big picture for $2 basically. So we're gonna be getting one of those, maybe. He said 1 hour and then he said 20 minutes. So who knows when we can get this picture. At this moment, well, then I started walking with that girl a little bit more.
Oh, they gave me the baby.
Oh yeah, then they handed Eric a baby, and Eric took a picture with the baby, and they were calling it our family. And
they were saying really, family, I mean, who knows what they meant.
That picture's pretty funny. Eric doesn't like touching other people's babies.
I work with kids now, it's no problem.
You work with kids now. Okay, well that's different. Things have changed. But that kind of opened a little bit of a floodgate. I another group of girls came up and took a picture with us, and then we started getting nervous, like, does this mean we're gonna be here for like an hour taking pictures with people who want pictures with foreigners? It didn't turn into that, which is good. But that experience with the girl was pretty awesome. And I think I learned that "lala" means "come here, come here." So, "lala."
Yeah, I noticed that a lot too.
"Lala." It's supposed to be something about a tooth here, but I don't really see the tooth. And if what I think is the tooth, Buddha was like a tiger or something. All right, so we just got our photo delivered at Buddha Lane.
A Buddha, mini Buddha.
Just chilling here at Buddha Lane. And so this is our picture with the girl that was just like, come with me, la la, la la, la la.
Yeah, so it's in front of the pagoda. Pagoda, is that the right word?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, for some reason it sounded wrong. And then this is the girl who initiated the whole thing. And then this is Katie, and this is me. And if you notice, was something interesting, nobody else is smiling in this photo.
Yeah.
There's the baby I had to hold.
They don't smile. She had big smiles, like when we were talking back and forth, lots of smiles. So when I look at this and I see like
no smiles,
I'm so surprised.
Yeah, it was like such a joyous event for everyone.
I'm blown away. No smiles. I mean, that's the way that they take pictures, and that's totally fine. But it's so culturally different.
It seems different from the interaction too.
Yeah.
That's what I think is shocking for me.
I feel like we photobombed them with that.
Well, I don't know.
This expression.
I don't know. You're being held hostage here.
Yeah, that's true. That lady was hugging me for a long time, by the way. All right. Sweet picture. You need any Buddhas? Because they got a lot of Buddhas. So the pagoda was pretty awesome. I mean, we spent like 2 hours and some change there just walking around. The map that they gave us was so detailed that we could like kind of have a little Buddha scavenger hunt. Looking for Buddhas that we thought were interesting, like the Buddha footprint, looking for Buddha's tooth, looking for all these other things that we thought were kind of cool. And then we met that girl. And that was a fun and exciting moment. And we got this awesome picture with her and her family. Epic. And it was just really good. It was really beautiful and peaceful, but still there were a lot of people there.
Yeah.
I just realized like how calm it felt, but still how many people were actually in that area. What did you think about it?
It was one of my favorite like large religious monuments that I've been to. It's like, I don't know, I was just talking about how everything Katie said, that's pretty much it.
You can't copy paste these feelings.
I'm just gonna have to copy and paste Katie's feelings because I agree. Like, it was just really well done, and like things were pretty classy and a little bit gaudy, but I mean that's kind of what it is, you know. And it was, you weren't getting touted. Nobody came up to us and asked us for money, and nobody put their hand out, and like nobody was like, oh, I can show you around if you pay me and all this. But there were guides available, but you had to ask for them. So it was just a good experience. Like, it wasn't ruined by people trying to like shake down foreigners. So yeah, A++++ would go to again. Okay, so we're going to buy tickets for the bus to go to Mandalay.
The overnight
bus. We hate overnight buses. It's like the worst thing in the world, but it's more reliable in time than the train is. Even though I really kind of want to take the train, we might try to take the train back from Mandalay down back to Øigarden. So, Yangon? Am I saying it wrong again?
You were really close.
Yangon? Anyway, so my questions, like Katie looked in this guidebook that we have, the Lonely Planet guidebook, and it kind of gives some information. And it says to come to this area that we're in now, and from there, just sort of figured out the bus offices are in this region. But the bus station is nowhere near here. The bus station is way north of the city. So you come to a place where the buses aren't to buy the bus tickets, which, okay, that's fine. But the book also says that this area is full of touts, which are like people who are like trying to get your money and like they want to resell you tickets for higher prices and blah blah blah. So it can be kind of, you have to have a bit of thick skin about it. And so that's all we really know. So questions I had for Katie were, how are we going to know who's the bus station people and not the bus station people? And she said,
they have offices.
But so do some of the touts.
Do they have a good price?
There we go. So we're gonna go figure out what happens, and hopefully it's a pretty easy process.
Anyway.
So we got our bus. It should be like a bus like this. He says it's a good bus because it has extra wheels. 10 wheels, yeah, saying 10 wheels, much better. And it's got like nice seats in it, hopefully. And so it's gonna be, I don't know, he leaves at 9 p.m. He gets there about 5 a.m.-ish, so it's quite a long ride. And it's gonna be $16 essentially for each of us. And we didn't really shop around at all. I don't really care, you know, I mean, we're gonna find one for $14, like whatever. This bus, it's got 10 wheels, so we're good to go. So I think we're all set to go. This was like the first guy we talked to, which is like a terrible idea, but again, like I said, I'm not gonna like twist somebody's arm for $1, whatever. The bus ticket is like really easy, and like the book is like, oh, people are gonna bug you for, you know, because you're a foreigner and they want your money, but the guy that we bought the ticket from, he went, bus tickets? And that's all anybody said. And then another guy, after we stood there for like 5 minutes looking at a map, he was like, hello, where would you like to go? And we were like, we got a ticket already from that guy. And he was like, okay, thank you. And he just walked away.
Yeah.
Like, if this is their idea of like touting, this is a dream. This is amazing. I don't know if it's because their culture is just like not like aggressive, because they clearly are very unaggressive people, or if it's that tourism is so little here compared to like the surrounding regions that they haven't built that yet, which is just a dream. It's lovely. It's lovely. Like, being a tourist here has been awesome so far. Where do you want to go?
Bananas!
Bananas?
I'm hungry.
So that's Sai, and that's Obama. And we are in neither of those countries.
Yeah, and my kids, the kids that I teach, they have a dance class that's run at our school too, and they have like a dance routine that they do to Gangnam Style. So they know some of the words, but they have like a huge dance, and if you turn that on, they all freak out and want to dance to it. It's really something I never thought was gonna happen.
Me too.
I should play the music video for them.
It's got that butt.
It's got that butt.
He's just yelling. We're in the zoological garden. We just kind of, Katie saw it on the map.
I don't know what's here.
Well,
the map just said.
Well, I have high hopes.
Yeah.
I have high hopes. There's an elephant in the picture, but it's kind of just a park, and it was only $2 to get into. So if there's elephants here, I'd be quite surprised. Okay, so it is a zoo, and it's got these dinosaurs. It's a zoo with dinosaurs. Look at that thing. It's huge.
Why does it have that helmet?
Why don't you have that helmet? Where's your helmet?
Oh. But like, what evolutionarily what does it do with that helmet that it needs it?
It looks awesome is what it does.
Is it for fighting?
I don't know, it's amazing. I don't think I've ever seen that before. What is it?
I have no idea.
I mean, it's a bird, obviously, or a dinosaur. I like that the other birds know it's all show. Like Marvin over there just shaking his feathers again. Just leave Marvin alone. I don't trust this water bunny. So they do have elephants, but as I've seen in other lower income nations that have zoos, the elephants aren't in the best shape. Yeah, so they have them chained and stuff, and it's, I don't know. I'm not an elephantologist, but it seems kind of like, I don't know. Is this a bad thing for elephants or a good thing for elephants? You know what I mean? That's a high level of urinary excitement. He's got his mouth open. Think about tossing the camera in there. You're a dusty leaf monkey, homie. Am I on your territory? I'm sorry. Let's get out of here. It's surprising that the zoo isn't dreadful, considering, you know, I mean, we're in Myanmar, so I kind of had low. I didn't expect there to be animals. I thought it was gonna be like birds. So I didn't think for $2 I was gonna come in here and they were gonna have elephants. It was kind of a surprise. But anyway, I mean, it's a zoo. Okay, we're walking out of the zoo and there's a thing happening. So we're walking down this little area and we're like in a little village, sort of. And I just saw a lot of people and some noise, so we're gonna come back here and see what's up. So we stumbled across a soccer game. And so they've got this like makeshift field set up and they're playing soccer. And some of these dudes aren't wearing shoes. But everybody here is like got big smiles and it's like a really like cool feeling. Can you see the soccer players?
Yeah. Oh, is it because I'm short?
So there's this little lake that's kind of in the middle of the city, but not, it's kind of on the outskirts, but kind of in the middle. Like, I don't know, it's a lake. And we've got a really nice park built here and you have to pay to come in, but again, it's like $2, so whatever. But they have this massive boat. Like, I think it's a boat. Does it move? Do you know? Do you know anything about this thing, or do you just know that it exists?
I know nothing about this, except for that I've seen it on postcards.
God, it's huge. I mean, it's astonishingly big. And I guess it can float around this little lake, but it's like a third of the size of the lake.
I didn't know it was into rave music.
So for 30 cents, we got this bag of chips. And it says baked, not fried, and it was recommended by the guy at the little stand and the customer. And then we also got this little tiny piece of bread. This is a very small piece of bread, but the total for the two of them was 300 cat, and it was like, that's 30 cents basically. And this bread is like not really sealed, like for real sealed, like from a factory. Like this was sealed by a person, maybe the lady that sold it to us, who knows? So let's hope that it doesn't kill us. Pretty goddamn good. It's like buttery bread, a little teeny tiny slice of buttery bread.
It's buttery?
Yeah, it's buttery.
It's sweet, it's not buttery.
There's a little slice of butter there. On the top of the flavor. It's sweet and buttery. Now, Katie, I have a question.
I do say that.
How are these? Because I'm fucking starving, and I didn't get any of these chips because you snarfed them all down before I got a chance.
They were good.
You can see Eric's sized bite right here is what you're gonna see.
Yeah, that's true.
I had heard that in Myanmar was like one of the only other countries besides the United States that hadn't switched over to the metric system. But I've started to notice that's true because things I've seen measured in like feet instead of meters, and I've seen things, I don't know, I haven't seen miles, so I'm not sure if they use miles or not, but they use inches. Because all of these boards, these are like new boards for the boardwalk, and it's labeled like 138 inches. And if you look down here, then you have some smaller ones, and they're labeled like 76 inches or 77 inches because somebody came out here and measured the hole so they knew how long of a board to replace it with.
That's pretty interesting.
I haven't seen, have you seen what they have some strange measurement of weight. Like things will be listed in kilograms in parentheses, but before that it's like something I've never heard of before.
Viss. V-I-S-S. I don't know what that
so
is.
Viss, I don't know what a Viss is. And then, I don't know, I haven't seen temperature or anything yet. So we'll see. And I don't know, like we're gonna be driving in a day or two, so I'm not sure if it's like miles per hour or kilometers per hour, but a lot of the cars are like Japanese imports. So I'm assuming they're going in kilometers per hour, but who knows? At the lake you can see the boat and millions of birds. It's really cool because you can see the reflection in the water. It looks like even more. And then that is the pagoda or stupa or whatever it is in the distance. It's cool, like Myanmar, I've seen a lot of pictures and it looks like this purplish hazy thing with the stupas sticking up out of the like skyline. And it's just really like typical of what I imagine. But again, I wouldn't imagine the booty shaking music going on in the background. Stumbled across a job fair, so let's see if this works out for us. We didn't find any jobs at the job fair, but we found ice cream.
I almost lost my ice cream.
Katie got some blueberry?
Blueberry.
And I got chocolate chip. And these two little cones, I mean it's not a big cone, but two little cones, about $1.20 for the both of them. This might not be something known to people in the States, but in countries like Japan or apparently Myanmar, they think that Santa Claus and chicken are like a thing to go together. In Japan, on Christmas, everybody gets KFC. And apparently in Myanmar, on Christmas, everybody gets AFC.
So we're at a restaurant with our new friend, and he's going to show me how we choose a fish.
Which one?
Okay, I thought it was going to be alive, but it's dead.
Wait, this one? Oh, this one.
I don't know what they're saying to each other.
Wait, this is getting visible. Okay.
Did you pick a good one?
Deal.
All right. Weird Squiggles, it just says Squiggles, and it's a fresh seafood restaurant, and some beer has arrived. Things are getting appropriate, but the other thing that arrived was a jellyfish salad.
That doesn't look so much like jellyfish to me, but maybe I don't know what jellyfish look like.
Wait, I don't know what they look like on the inside, that's for sure.
Well, go for it.
Yummy, yummy. We have the first decorations of the TV.
See, what made this brave is you didn't have anything to drink when you put that in your mouth.
It's okay. I hate the texture. The flavor's good, but I hate that
It's
texture.
because you are thinking that it's a jellyfish. You shouldn't think about that.
It's not that it's
Empty your
jellyfish.
mind. Close your eyes.
I'll eat another one.
Think about the first guy you kissed in your life. What you did the same. Close your eyes, empty your mind, and go for it.
I just did that. I kissed the jellyfish a moment ago. So what is this?
Isn't that romantic?
Quite romantic. I want it to be cauliflower, and it's not cauliflower.
Because it looks a bit cauliflowery.
Yeah, it does.
So if you think it will be cauliflower, you know? It's a matter of the strength of the mind.
Something tastes like feta cheese in here.
Excellent. Love it.
That's not bad. The flavor is really good.
Would you have it again?
No.
Stop bullshitting.
I'm not bullshitting. So we watched a documentary by Anthony Bourdain, and I wrote down like some of the things that he ate that I wanted to try, and I wrote down the places, but they didn't say like where they were. And today we were in a taxi going from our hotel to another place.
Our hotel?
Our hotel. Our couch surfing apartment, and as we're driving, I see the name of the restaurant, Morning Star, and I'm like, what? So we're going by it, and I just told the taxi driver, stop, we're just gonna stop here. And so now we're in the restaurant, and I had like taken notes about what I wanted to eat here, and there was absolutely no way to communicate that. Like, I said the name that they said in the video. Granted, I probably said it terribly, whatever. I looked through the menu, tons of pictures, couldn't find anything that looked like it, but I watched that video like 2 days ago. Nothing looked like fermented tea leaves. So that's something I'm not used to. So what I really, really want is not happening, but I ordered mohinga here to see if that gets any better than it was at the carnival. I think they're gonna have lime, lots of lime, so I'm excited about that, and hopefully I can get the tea salad somewhere else. What did you get?
I got a chicken thing. It's a soup with chicken, hopefully only chicken, and hopefully not the scary parts of the chicken. It's always like, you never know, you know what I mean? Like, is it gonna be chicken anuses or is it gonna be chicken wings? Who knows? It could be both, you know? So I ordered something that looks like suspicious. And we also ordered some tea, which has now arrived. It's been about, I don't know, a minute, and all the food arrived. And I mean, like, we ordered it like 2 minutes ago. So this is pretty quick. And this is Katie's mohinga, and it's kind of scary looking. And
It looks less scary than the stuff we got at the carnival.
you think?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's putting in her lines, which is what really makes her happy. And we have got like some crunchy stuff here, and it's like kind of like a meat log. It's sort of like what this stuff is, like a meatball meat log, but it's like an Asian meatball meat log.
Okay.
Am I right? What would you call it?
I don't know what it is at all.
It's just like it's some meat stuff. And then I have this chicken dish that looks from what it looks like, it looks kind of like pad thai. And they brought something that looks like a soup, and I'm not sure exactly if I'm supposed to like put this stuff in this stuff and eat it together. I have no idea. And we also have, this tea is like a milkish tea, and it's amazing. It's really, really good. Kind of spicy, kind of like a chai. And I don't know what this is. This is just like a regular like tea.
How am I supposed to eat the noodles? You got chopsticks. I didn't get chopsticks.
I don't know.
They're using chopsticks. I gotta ask for chopsticks. They're using chopsticks. Just
Like this.
The tea's phenomenal. The secondary tea that we got, I haven't tried it, but that's tea on tea. This mohinga is way better than what I got at the carnival. There is no like pepper sauce though, or like chili peppers, but it doesn't really need it. The amount of lime I could put on this was phenomenal. They have little crunchy things to put in it as well, which give it more texture than they had at the carnival. They didn't have anything like that, and it's just good.
I mean, carnival food, you know?
Yeah.
And this is alright. I wouldn't say this is knocking like my socks off or anything, but it's pretty good. But I went back like, I don't know, is that the anus or the wing, you know? Like what part of the chicken is that? Who knows? But I mean...
It's probably ground chicken and it probably is the anus.
Yeah. But I mean, is that any worse than Taco Bell? Really? You know what I mean?
No, it's all the ground stuff is the same.
Exactly. So whatever. But it's not like offensive or anything. The flavor isn't very strong. I kind of want more like excitement from it. So in a way, I wish I had I kind of feel like I wish I had something spicy to put onto it or something. And then this soup is actually quite good for like a little clear soup. I'm not sure what's inside of it, like what that is, but the broth is really peppery, and it's kind of an exciting flavor. And I'm not sure, am I supposed to mix them or something? Like, do I put some of this onto this and then eat it? I don't know how to eat this. So maybe that's why I'm like, oh, I wish this had more like excitement to it. Maybe the excitement comes from the broth and I'm eating it improperly. I don't know. The more of this I eat, the more I like it. So this is like some pickled things, like pickled cabbage, pickled things, pickled stuff. And it's kind of a strong pickled flavor. And I've been putting it into this and then eating it like in one shot, and then chasing it with the that stuff. And that is a pretty good combination. We finished our amazing meal, and it really was very good. I'm very happy. Katie ended up getting 2 of these teas, and she's all jacked up on sugar now. And I got a banana drink as well. And then, you know, the tea, I had my meal, Katie had her meal, and that covers it, right?
Yeah, meal, 3 teas and a banana juice.
And the total was $3,400, which is about $3.50.
Yep. Gonna go use this energy for good, maybe.
So when you're traveling in this part of the world and you come into a place that looks like this is where you want to eat. Like this is the best restaurants. We don't go to classy restaurants. We go here.
We're not classy people.
So Katie just walked into this like massage parlor beauty place, and it's pretty shady. I don't know what she's doing. She saw a sign for free Wi-Fi. She's like, "I'm getting a massage. You can use free Wi-Fi." So I'm on the free Wi-Fi, and she is, I don't know, maybe getting a massage that's inappropriate to be getting. I'm not sure what's going on, but the neighborhood is like some of the ladies walking around outside, or I don't know, and like all of everything is just like blacked off, and it's just like there's fish, and this is the scene. And let's put it this way. They were surprised she wanted the massage and not the guy. Like, I'm not sure what's going on back there, but I think it's only like $3 for an hour, so I mean, that's... I don't know what she's doing. Okay, so this guy just came and told me that I couldn't be inside waiting for Katie. I'm not sure why. He wouldn't really explain, but I'm not supposed to sit inside that building. But this gives you an idea of what it looks like on the outside.
Alright, it's really dark in here, and this is probably the seediest place I've ever been, and I'm gonna get a massage here. I haven't seen anywhere else to do this, so I'm not sure, and there's somebody spying on me through the door right now. Okay. And they're playing a Robert De Niro and 50 Cent film.
So we're walking down the street, and you know, yesterday Katie went to get a massage and it was kind of sketchy. Last night when we had dinner with the fellow who we are couch surfing with, he told us a story about how some girl that he knows, like a Westerner or a foreigner, had gone to this massage parlor, a massage parlor we don't know about, many times. And one time they were like, "Do you want a pussy massage?" And she was like, "No, I just want a regular massage." So as we're walking down the street tonight with all of this information, the place that we went to yesterday, the story about the pussy massage, we're walking down the street and we see, Katie sees this place, and I'm gonna zoom so you can get a better idea what it looks like. So the windows are all blocked out. It's called the Diamond Ray Beauty Salon. She sees the all-enticing free Wi-Fi. We need to check our internet or check our email, and we need to send some messages to people about couch surfing stuff. So the internet has been something we've been looking for. So she stops me and she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go in here." And like, we didn't talk about it. She just like pulled me in there. We're going in there, no problem. We're going in the place with blacked out windows for a massage. I don't even know how she knows that's a massage place. It just says beauty salon. How did you figure out a massage place? You just know?
Yeah, that looks like a massage place.
Okay, so
It's a beauty salon.
as I said yesterday, I'm not into people touching me, like strangers.
Oh my god. If Eric had gone in there,
So I was like, I'm just gonna wait in the lobby. And as probably has been already explained in the video, they told me that I need, like, a dude that was sitting there at this like place where you buy bus tickets. He came inside because he speaks English. I think the people that work at the beauty salon came out and told him, "Hey, you need to tell this foreigner to get the fuck out of here." So he came in, he was like, "You can't sit in here because..."
I don't understand why you couldn't wait in the waiting room.
Yeah, I know, I don't know either. He said, because something, and it sounded like, I think he said police. I think the word police was involved. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but he said you have to wait for your friend outside. So he brought me outside and I sat in one of these little chairs and I could still get internet, like through the wall and everything. So that was no problem. I actually updated our Twitter and talked to some friends and checked by email and sent the things we needed to send. And then that's my side of the story. I sat there for an hour and waited and it was completely fine, no problem. Lots of people walked by and smiled at me. Katie, I don't know what happened, you go.
Okay, so I went up the stairs and I started trying to record as I went up the stairs, but I don't think that it worked very well. And it took me, it was like a lobby upstairs with some more chairs where dudes just sit there. There's just dudes sitting there. And they took me into a room that had 3 beds. So that seemed odd to beds. But I mean, massage, you lay down.
Is it a bed or a massage table?
Beds, but that's the same thing when we got this done in Laos. They put us on beds.
I don't remember.
It wasn't a massage table.
Go ahead.
And it was clean. It was very dark. Like, I turned on the camera couldn't see anything. And so the guy took me in there and I put my stuff down and I sat on the bed awkwardly, not knowing, I don't get massages. The last massage I had, Laos, like 4 years ago. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, so I just like sat on the bed and nothing happened. Before the guy left, he turned on the television, which had a, I can't remember his, Robert De Niro and 50 Cent movie on. And that was just odd, but it was in English, so I didn't really mind. And so then a few minutes went by, and I thought that somebody was watching me through the crack in the door, so that started feeling weird. I don't know if there was someone there, if that was just in my mind, but they had a weird, like, hole in the door so that they could look in, I guess to see if you're ready or whatever, which again, I'm just sitting on the bed not knowing what the fuck to do. And so the guy opened the door and he just goes, I don't know if you could see that. I don't know what that, I didn't know if that meant lay down or turn around or take your clothes off, or I had no idea. So I just sat on the bed and I was like, okay, if nothing happens here in like a few minutes, I'm just gonna leave. So as I'm getting ready to leave, like I put all my stuff on, put my shoes back on, I open the door, and a guy's standing there with a girl, and he tells me this is the girl that's gonna give me the massage, which was better. If a dude came in there to give me the massage, no, I wasn't gonna be having that. So I was just like, okay, let's just go with it. Fuck it. It's $3, and at the most I'll have an awkward experience. The massage, pretty good. Like, I have no... Oh, she didn't hit the one area that I really... There's like, I have a crick in my back that I really wanted worked out, but she didn't do that. But everything else that she did was really cool, and it was like a Thai massage. The things that she was
kind
doing,
of aggressive.
Yeah, a little aggressive. The things that she was doing were very much like the Thai massage that I had in Thailand, but it was better.
One of our favorite things about like this part of the world is fruit drinks. This is like a mango drink, and it's about $1. And it's like, they basically just put mango in a glass and blend it. But it's banging.
Have you ever seen an avocado this big?
It's a pretty...
I think about the avocados in Japan, and I'm just like, this isn't humanly possible. The avocados in Japan are like, it's smaller than like my hand can hold.
But this is the size of your head.
I want this at home. Eric has nothing to say about this, so I'll talk. We're at Balgyok Ongsan Market.
I bet that's a perfect pronunciation.
That is the best pronunciation that can be done by a foreigner with just a book. Basically, this is the biggest market, or the most famous market that's here in Yangon.
But it seems to me like I have things to say now. It seems to me like maybe it's the most famous place for foreigners to come.
That's very true. I have not seen this many foreigners outside these walls. But it's really good prices on random things that you can get here. I just bought a t-shirt for $2.50, and it's badass. I'm not gonna take it out now because I don't know where it went. They probably took it back.
I have it.
Oh, that's good. So there's tons of shops. You can get jewelry, you can get custom-made clothes, you can get t-shirts, you can get chopsticks, you can get food, you can get tons of things here. And it's pretty easy to walk around. There are lots of touts, and it's nice to watch them attach themselves to the older travelers.
But there's lots of touts, like, but they're not like in other countries. You're like, some guy came up to us and he kind of talked to us, what are you looking for? And Katie was like, I'm looking for my book. And she had like the little guidebook out, and he was like, maybe I can look through it for you, and like made a joke about it. And then he was like, so where are you from? And Katie was like, 'cause that's like the first thing they ask. Because like the next step is like, I'm taking you to my friend's shop, you know? And Katie was like, we're busy right now. And he was like, okay. And he walked away.
Yeah.
Like, try that in Egypt, you know what I mean?
In every place you want to try and figure out, like, what is the conversation stopper for touts? And before Christmas, we were using Merry Christmas. Like, they don't know what to say after that, which is pretty funny.
Like, they understand it, but you say Merry Christmas and they're like, I guess that means go away. It's like the most polite possible way to say we don't want to talk to you right now, sorry.
So I was surprised that we're busy right now worked. Maybe he didn't understand, but if he did, I mean, definitely ended the conversation. But anyways, so far this market's pretty good. It's quite big, there's lots going on here, but you cannot find long sleeve jackets for Eric.
I just want like a light jacket to keep the sun off me, because I don't like the sun, to be honest.
He doesn't like people or the sun touching him, okay?
When I see big wide roads like this, it's kind of evident that this place was colonized by a European country. They were like heavily Britishly colonized at some point. And I think that a lot of the infrastructure for the city was built by the British. And it makes it really nice now because like these big wide roads are beautiful, and it makes transportation in the city pretty good. There are quite a few cars compared to the roads, so in the mornings it can get pretty congested. But another part of this that's really unique about this city is there are no motorbikes. They're illegal. So every once in a while you'll see a police officer, or I think the postal service can use a motorbike. But in Southeast Asian cities, or in Southeast Asian cities, motorbikes are like prolific. They're everywhere, right? Sidebar. This is a thing that happens here too, by the way. She's just strolling across the street holding that on her head. Anyway, so the fact that there's no motorbikes is really interesting, and it changes the dynamic of the city a lot and makes it feel much different compared to places like Phnom Penh or Bangkok or any other city. I think Kuala Lumpur is like that. Singapore doesn't have a lot of motorbikes, but like Jakarta, most places here do. And this is like a gritty city with no motorbikes, and that's really, really unique. The story that we've heard, don't know if it's true, is that somebody on a motorbike hit like a high-ranking military official's car or something with their motorbike and like scratched it or dinged it, and they were like, okay, no more motorbikes in the city. But when you leave Yangon, there are motorbikes there, or so we've been told. We've never been outside of Yangon, but when we leave, we expect to see them, and hopefully we do because we're renting one to drive around on one. And yeah, it's just cool. It's nice to see a change like that. I'm not sure if it's convenient or not for the traffic situation and the people who live here, but I do personally think it's interesting to see that like small difference. Yeah, earlier, there were no motorbikes, right? But earlier we saw a guy on a horse. I don't know if that's like, is that legal? I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's happening often. I mean, we're not talking like New Delhi where there's animals all over the city. That was a peculiar sighting.
Before I was talking about how we don't really like to spend that much money, but several people have asked us, like, have you ever gone to a high-end restaurant? The answer is really no. We don't tend to go to high-end restaurants. So we're gonna step out of our box here, and we're gonna try one of the restaurants in the book that had the most dollar signs next to it. We're gonna see how it goes. It's a French restaurant. I've never been to a French restaurant. I don't ever think I've even had French food.
You've been to France.
I've been to France. I've had French onion soup. That's all I really remember. I was really cultured back then. Anyways, so we're gonna try this French restaurant. We're assuming it's quite expensive. We know it's high end, so hopefully it's good. We're on our way in. Whoa, those are some classy cars.
We've glimpsed in a little bit, and we're concerned that we're not dressed okay.
Bit of a bummer here. We were very excited about coming, and it turns out they serve lunch from 12 to 2, and they serve dinner starting at 6. It is 3:30 now, so we missed lunch, and we can't come back for dinner because we need to get on a bus. And now I'm real hungry.
And we walked 3.5 kilometers
to get here.
We could have taken a car, but we just wanted to walk.
We were okay with that walk. Like, I took that walk so that I could get really hungry for this meal. We saw the menu and the prices, and oh my goodness.
They're listed in USD, and I think about the cheapest you can get out of there. How much was it? Oh my God. I don't know. I don't know. Can we do that? Can we do this? It feels weird. That's a lot of money.
It doesn't say French. It says Modern European, which I guess includes France, and Indochina.
Yeah.
Indochina fine dining. We would definitely come back and get like a set menu. You get like a bunch of different courses, and yeah, it's exciting, but it's also a lot of money.
You're looking at like, realistically, like almost $70 per person, which is kind of the entire...
per person?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Which is basically the entire food budget for the trip.
Could we just get one?
No, I don't think so. I don't think you can do that here. So we ended up at a different fancy restaurant, but less fancy, as in the dishes are $3 to $4 a piece, but that's still pretty fancy here. And we had a pumpkin soup, like a small pumpkin soup that was $2, and it was pretty good. And that's all I have to report on that. I got it because it was pumpkin soup, and that's kind of strange. It's not something you see very much of in Japan. And we also got, this is a barbecued chicken, like barbecue like on a grill. And I haven't had anything yet. But let's go ahead and have a piece, and I guess you dip it in this. And I think maybe he said it was like Korean style, but I don't know if that means anything. amazing. It's really, 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 really good. And we have rice. And that was about 70 cents, so that's kind of expensive for this little clunk of rice in this country. And then this is, do you remember what this is?
Hot and sour chicken.
Hot and sour chicken, and this is egg, like fried egg that they've rolled into little pieces. And this feels like it might have the bone in it still. So
That's a bummer.
yeah, it's not a bummer. It's just you gotta eat around it. So let's see how that goes. Definitely has a bone. It's definitely hot.
Spicy?
Spicy. It's not terribly spicy. It's just you're gonna think it's probably pretty spicy.
Maybe our definition of a little bit is not.
So that was the best. It's very good as well. So this is our fancy dinner for the evening. We kind of have to eat fast because we need to get on the train pretty quick, or on the bus, sort of quick. We have a 9 o'clock bus, but we have to go all the way back to the couch surfing place. Pack, then make our way to a bus ticket area by 7 o'clock, in which they will then take us and put us on another ferry type-ish thing, vanish thing, I don't know yet, and that'll get us to the bus. And right now it is 4:30, so we have about 30 minutes to eat, so that's not so bad. We now have about 30 minutes to make it. We're running late. We have about 30 minutes to make it to the point where we have to meet for the ferry to take us to the bus. It's really complicated. So, and we're about, I don't know, 30 minutes away, and we now have 28 minutes, and we're trying to flag down a taxi. And yeah, it's dark out, so I don't know how well this is gonna go. It's harder to do in the dark. So we'll see how it goes. I think it'll be all right. It always is. All right, we're in a taxi. It took about 5 minutes to get a taxi stop for us. But I mean, you know, it's dark out and everybody has a lot of fares because like everybody's already moving for the night. And will we make it? I think we'll make it. What do you think?
I'm not counting any chickens. I'm just riding in the car.
Well, there might be chickens in the back. You never know.
Did you count them?
0.
Uh-oh.
That's the wrong number of chickens.
Yeah.
This traffic does not bode well for the trip to the bus station. So we've got 10 minutes and we've got to get from where that little thing is down to there, right in this area. I think we'll make it. Ain't no problem. We made it to our shuttle pickup point with 3 minutes to spare. So ain't no thing. Everything always works out. So now they're supposed to pick us up at 7 and then take us to the bus station, which is, I don't know, an hour away, I guess. I've never been there. And that is supposed to, then we'll have to wait there for about an hour, and then we get a 9 o'clock bus. And then we take the 9 o'clock bus and we ride for a long time. Like, we're going to be riding until like 5 a.m. or something with a couple of stops. So it's gonna be a long night. And without getting too negative, we kind of hate overnight buses. Like historically in Southeast Asia, overnight buses have been just, like they call them VIP buses and like they say they're really comfortable and other people seem to have a really good experience with them. But like, I don't know, I'm really tall. And in Thailand, they always play this music on the buses. And it's like the middle of the night and there's like thumping karaoke music going and everybody's trying to sleep, and we had the same problem in Laos, and I'm not sure if the concept is to keep the driver awake or if it's just a cultural thing or whatever, but it can be a bogus situation. Hello. Oh, these ladies are laughing at me because I'm making a video. I don't know, whatever. Alright, so we're getting in this little truck. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's basically a pickup truck with 2 benches along the backside. And then in the back of it, they have got these big white bundles full of like stuff. It's like, it's just stuff. And a dog pissed on one of them. This one up here. So we're gonna try to avoid that and then see what happens.
Which one it was?
Yeah, I paid attention. Alright, so the bus, the truck thing with the 2 benches came about 35-40 minutes late, which is cool. But now we're at the bus station, and this is like the biggest bus station I've ever seen. We were on that thing for, I don't know, an hour almost, it felt like. I don't know, something like that. And like all this stuff was falling over on us, and there was a big box, and we saw a dog piss on the box before they put it in there. And
I think I've huffed so much carbon monoxide that I might be ill.
yeah, I'm a little tipsy. And I don't know, we hung out with this French dude who's from Austria, who's from Canada, who's from Romania, and he was really cool, and that was great.
I challenged him to a race to see who could get to Mandalay first.
Did you?
He's on a different bus. We'll probably never know who got there first, but I challenged him nonetheless.
And he had a really interesting story about buying somebody a motorbike here. I don't know, that guy was living on another planet from what we're living on, but that's cool. And this is like the biggest bus station I've ever seen. It's like huge bus station. Like we got here and they were like, okay, now we need to drive 10 more minutes before we can let you go because they had to drive through so many different buses and stuff. So now we're here and I assume a bus is gonna happen soon. Who knows?
And now we're waiting.
It's 1 minute after 9 and this bus has just started moving. I'm shocked. Like, it's like right on time. And like, it's pretty big, like seats, like big reclining seats, and we have quite a bit of room, and I can turn crooked and take up half of Katie's area, and then I'm comfortable. And they give you blankets that have probably never been washed, and that's okay. It's kind of funky. And the sound that you're hearing is coming out only from our speaker and not from all the other speakers, which, I mean, that's just our luck. It's okay. But I don't think it's going to be like tub thumping, like bass bumming all night. I'm hoping that gets shut off soon. Because, you know, it's 9 o'clock at night and I don't want to try to sleep with that. And then we also they couldn't sell the rest of the seats in the back apparently. So like, you see all these boxes and stuff are all behind us on the folded down seats. So I hope he doesn't hit the brakes really hard because I mean like that could be a problem. And I'm not sure if because these boxes are here, I don't know if our seats are reclined all the way or not. I'm not confident of that. I think maybe they are because this seat is sitting up straight. But I don't know. Not overnight buses just not the greatest places in the world, even though, I don't know, do we complain too much? Listen to those jams. Alright. It was 14 minutes ago they turned the bus on. We're not moving yet. But Katie got them to turn down the prayer.
Yeah, the jams have been turned down. I and then asked for them to be turned off, but I doubt that's going to happen. We'll see.
I can already tell you this is not going to be the worst bus we've ever been on.
Yeah. Yeah.
See Egypt. If you haven't seen the videos from Egypt. That's an experience. There's not gonna be a fist fight that breaks out in the bus. I can guarantee that's not gonna happen.
And they're not gonna show rape videos. God, I'm so glad that's over.
Traveling is fun. Alright, we're moving now. It is 9:15. That's not bad. But they've lowered the screen. See this screen here? That to me is going to be probably noise they're going to play for the majority of the night, which all we want is silence. We just want silence, please God.
It's 9:15, I could go to bed right now. But instead I have a big speaker next to my head.
There's a speaker right above Katie, and we don't have volume control, so hopefully this doesn't go all night. Hopefully they don't think this is going to roll until 5 a.m., but you never know. The smartest man in the world just climbed up on these boxes, climbed up behind us on all this stuff that's being shipped, and he laid down and he's going to sleep. He's the smartest man I've ever seen. He gave me this smile, like, that's right, motherfucker. So we're on a bus, and there's like a stewardess, yeah, and she's like delivering coffee with no lids on a bumpy bus in Myanmar. Coffee? Do you want one?
No, I don't.
Only one? Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, so now I have coffee. Well, I have some coffee. I have half a cup of coffee.
That's because of the bumps.
That's alright though. It's all good. But like, Why is there a stewardess on the bus? It's pretty nice. It's 12:15 at night now. Been on the bus for a bit. 9, 10, 11, 12, 3 hours, okay. Sorry. I've been sleeping. Can't really think. And it's pretty cold on there, but they did turn off the TVs at some point. I fell asleep, so they turned off the TVs, and that's great. So we've got this little break, and during the break, I'm gonna find a bathroom, and I know it's gonna be bad. That's okay, because I'm a boy, and I only had to pee, so ain't no thing. And when I was walking off, she handed me a toothbrush, a refreshment towel, which I guess is just like a wet wipe, and a little teeny tiny thing of toothpaste. So that's alright. It's pretty nice, right? In other news, check out the New Yorker. That's not bad. Where the hell's the bathroom? I found the bathrooms. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous how many buses there are here. Like, completely madness. I cannot believe how many people are traveling like via this method. I mean, we did this in Thailand. We went from Bangkok to Chiang Mai or something, and it's nothing like this. Like, there were little dinky bus stops. There weren't like Disneyland dropped out in the middle of nowhere. What is this? Look at this. It is like 12:30 in the middle of the night, out in the middle of nowhere at a bus station. Bus stop. Not even a bus station. Bus stop. So you can see some of these people here like are in like coats and like hats and stuff. And they're like this not because it's cold here, and not because they're going skiing, because we're in Myanmar. They're like that because it's cold on the fucking buses. It's like they get dressed up. These people own like snow resort clothes for the bus rides. But, okay, walking through there, this giant mess. I mean, it's huge. It's huge. It's insane. Usually, like I said, in like Thailand, it's a little shack or something, you know? It's nothing interesting. Shit, how am I gonna find my bus? I don't remember where it is. Anyway, the people here is so amazing. I cannot express this enough. They are so nice here. Like nothing I've ever seen in my life. They want to like smile and be a part of like, just, I don't know. It's just insane how nice these people are. I don't know where my bus is. So I was standing in there, and they have free Wi-Fi, but that doesn't really mean it works. So I'm looking for the free Wi-Fi and trying to get it to work, and it never did work. But these girls that work there, they're carrying all these trays back and forth full of food. They're coming up to me and like big smiles, and they're standing next to me, like, because they're so much shorter than I am, and they're laughing about it and showing their friends. It was really funny. That was nice. This is a nice interaction. Like, they're just smiling and they're happy, and they're just like such good people here. It's insane. They've apparently made Katie get out the bus, even though she didn't want to get off the bus.
No. She came up to me and she said, our drivers need to take a break for 30 minutes, so you have to get off the bus. I said, so your drivers need a break, and I've got to get off the bus for 30 minutes? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, that's terrible. And then I got off. Like, it is not possible to get, like, sleep.
You were just watching a show.
Yeah, but it was relaxing and comfortable. Now I'm just sitting out here not being relaxed and comfortable. And then I'm gonna have to go back in there and try and get all relaxed and comfortable again, and it's just, I don't fall asleep like you. You're just like, and I'm just like being a zombie all night because I gotta get off the bus for 30 minutes.
I was sleepy.
But we found ourselves here at the Myanmarian Cracker Barrel. It doesn't feel at all like a Cracker Barrel, but the rest area feel is definitely there. There's a whole bunch of people who are in transit and just don't care that much, and they just want something to eat.
What do you want?
I'm a little hungry, but they are fascinated by cameras. Like, they must have never seen a camera.
I don't think many people come coming here to shoot video. Hello. Hello. What? She wasn't having that.
I wanted to show you this cat playing chess. And then I realized the picture that's below the cat playing chess. What's below the cat playing chess?
We should go.
Yeah.
Check us up. The bathroom was actually not as bad as I expected it to be. It was a truck stop bathroom or a rest stop bathroom. So I mean, I've been in worse places. What'd you get?
I got mama.
Oh, nice. You like those soups, yeah?
Yeah, this was my favorite soup in Thailand.
That exact flavor?
Yeah, I think so, which makes me a bit nervous because it's spicy.